we are doing this for a couple of reasons. One, you have to, this is your first chapter that you're really going to have to remember very specific information about very specific civilizations. The Sumerians, the Persians, and the Egyptians. And again, it is material that you need to know for the test because the state of Indiana says you should know this. But really after this test, not so much that you'll ever need it again. So when I require you to know such specific information, I try to give you ways to remember it and also ways to use this on the test. So you will get to use your mind maps on the test. You have to turn them in to me first, and then I return them to you on test day. So if you don't do them, you don't get them. But it also allows you to help think about what these civilizations are and how they function. So the one that we're working on today, tomorrow, which will be due on Thursday, are the Sumerians. So the first thing is the title of your map would be the Sumerians. And again, for those of you that are visual thinkers, that like and think in pictures, instead of just putting Sumerians in that little circle, I would maybe put a clock and write Sumerians, like on the numbers. Instead of writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would write Sumerians, or I draw a wagon wheel and write Sumerians in the spokes of the wheel, or cuneiform or something that I could connect with Sumerians. And then each one of those little circles, you need to make sure that you're writing things about them, again, visually, that makes sense. So for instance, if I'm looking at the geography of the Sumerians, I want to give myself every bit of information that I possibly could have on a test on a piece of paper. So I would draw 2 rivers coming out, and I would name these 2 rivers. I don't know how to spell Euphrates. And then I would write land between 2 rivers. And then I would also remember to write Mesopotamia for geography. Now, I have given myself every bit of information that I could possibly need about any questions about Mesopotamia and the names of rivers. Same achievements would be those inventions. So the same thing I would write over there. I draw pictures and all of those things. Does that make sense? Make sense? All right. And the way this will work is Thursday you will turn these in to me. If you do not turn them in on Thursday, when we come to class, so they're due Thursday at the beginning of class, that means you will not get that returned to you on test day, which means you will not get to use that on test day. It's kind of the one time I really hold a penalty. So if you turn it in 3 or 4 days later, great, you'll get a late grade, but you won't get to use it on your test. Does that make sense? So rewarding those people that turn things in on time as opposed to those that take your time and turn it in whenever. Yes, ma'am. I'll give you a piece of paper. I'm going to give you a piece of typing paper.